Tarrant County housing market is continuing its transition, showing a mix of stability and adjustment. While last month saw a surge in new listings, this month brings a slight pushback, potentially signaling hesitation amongst sellers to accept the fact that a competitive list price may be the key. It behooves sellers to understand that reasonable pricing is critical to shortening days on market, especially amid a pool of buyers who are seeing homes with price tags they're just not willing to pay. Closed sales have also declined more sharply, suggesting that buyers may also be pausing due to affordability concerns or overall economic uncertainty. I'm Newman Dalton. Everybody calls me Dalton, and I am a Dallas-Fort Worth Realtor, and I work with Keller Williams of Southlake. And I was just reading a little snippet from my March 2025 market update. If you're not on that sending list, that email list, please go to my site, newmandalton.kw.com, and scroll down to the interested Let's Talk form. Fill that out, and you'll be getting this newsletter every single month. And also, feel free to ask me any questions that you might have about your property search or about listing and selling your home, or if you want to do investment in the area like a 1031 exchange. I want to hear from you. And also, I want to make 2025 your year. Now, for the market updates, I do kind of read through a little bit of this, actually a lot of bit of this, because it's very data rich, it's very heavy, and it's extremely hard to memorize in terms of knowing the digits and the decimal points. New listings did decline. After last month's 17.4% increase, new listings have now dropped by 6.1%, down to 2,476. And of course, this is in Tarrant County. And I think this signals that sellers are hesitant again. A lot of sellers over the holiday season, or even when we got into the very early part of the year, experienced the fact that they didn't have a whole heck of a lot of interested parties coming to their open houses. And I'm sure, word gets out, people get a sense for the market, and people also take a look at what they themselves feel like doing. If they themselves don't feel like going to an open house because they feel like the job market is down and they are hesitant about purchasing a new house because they're worried about their own job stability, then they're going to be less likely to list their house because they're thinking that everyone else is thinking the same thing. And you know what? They might be right. This next fact, closed sales slipped further down. Closed sales have declined by 6.4% this month, a more noticeable drop than compared to last month's 0.3% dip. And again, that really speaks to trend lines are now becoming visible for folks, and they are not closing sales as much as they used to. And what I mean by trend lines, it could be, unemployment. It could be trend lines at their office place or at their place of work. If they're seeing coworkers getting laid off left and right, then they are going to be a lot more hesitant to commit to one of the biggest purchases that they've ever made in their life. Price growth slows. So the median sales price saw a modest 1% increase to $347,500. It's a smaller jump than last month's 2.1% rise. Now, in order to really grab hold of this, you got to put this in context. Save for, I think it was 22 and 23, the average equity forecast for DFW or Tarrant County in particular has been, actually for DFW in particular, has been right around 3 to 5%. And 22, 23, you saw year over year increases of 17%, 20%. And so that's multiple years worth of increases in a very short amount of time. So now, naturally, in DFW, prices always want to increase and have done so for the last couple of decades, but it's decreasing at a slower rate. So that essentially the speculation forecast, which shot up really quickly is starting to pause, and the reality of what's really happening with the value in the market is starting to catch up. Now, those are the things, days on market, 31.4% increase, huge. So essentially, you got a little bit of a stalemate going on in the way that you as a seller can break that stalemate is to attract buyers with a lower price, attract buyers with buyer agent compensation. And as a buyer, I know that things look kind of bleak right now. Maybe if you're looking at the trend lines and whatnot, but there are sellers out there that are motivated to move forward with their plans and might be ready and willing to do a little bit of negotiation. I want to call out a couple of the fun things going on in DFW really quick as soon as I can find that piece of paper. Where is it? Oh, yeah, okay. So the Dallas International Film Festival is happening this month, April 25th through May the 2nd, and it is a must-see for movie lovers. It showcases independent films, documentaries. I mean, basically, International Film Festival. It's exactly what you would expect it to be. And then I also put Studio Dalton Designs as the vendor of the month. If that name sounds familiar, it's because it is familiar. It is me. Studio Dalton Designs is my digital marketing company, and I specialize in photography, videography, graphic design, video editing, because everything that you see on my channel, on my IG, any stickers, anything with a brand on it, it's all stuff that I have created. I do that and much, much more. And it actually it ties into real estate really well, because I also take my own real estate photos because I'm a professional photographer. So anyway, I am the vendor of the month, and please do check out my latest video. It is a dream home in Hazlitt. It is gorgeous, and it is kind of using my new format that I'll be going with moving forward for my home reviews. When I do the market updates, when I do my little news updates, I am front and center on the camera. You see my face for basically 100% of the time. When it comes to the home tours, I want the home to be the star of the show. You're supposed to be supposed to be able to imagine yourself there, not me. So I am stepping away from the camera and letting the beauty, the majesty of the home speak for itself. That is in that new video, so be sure to check it out, like it, subscribe if you're happy to, and comment, because it really helps me out. And I will see you next time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be editing part 2 of the interview with my mom, the expert realtor. So definitely subscribe if you want to see the other half of that. I've been Dalton. This has been The Roof List, and you have been absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.